So guys, I'm gonna start with this beautiful face this morning, and we are going to have a cup of coffee. It's good. Um, so as I get into this makeup journey, I just really wanted you to be able to walk along with me. See from the beginning where I am. I'm 50 years old and I really started worrying about my skin. I started worrying about how I feel. As you can tell by the age spots, sun, whatever, I love to be out in the beach. We live in Emerald Isle, North Carolina, and I am a beach goer. The sun re-invibes me and it vitalizes me and makes me feel good about myself. But beyond that, I wanted to show you as I start this makeup journey with you. Let me put that up there. Hopefully it'll stay. I wanted to show you that I'm like you. And the reason I say that is because you come along all these ads on Facebook and you think it's just another gimmick. And so what I did was during this COVID, I love makeup. I have always loved makeup. And I have given that love to both of my daughters. I have two beautiful daughters that love makeup. My daughter Blair sells Arbonne, which is a phenomenal company, and her skin is gorgeous. I can't even tell you how beautiful she is. And then you'll see Breland some throughout my life because Breland lives with us currently. She's a college student, but she is gorgeous. And I sat here last night and watched her go through makeup and put it on, and I thought, if my child can do it, I can do it. Now, I'm a teacher by day and by night, and I get up at usually 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, do my devotions. God is first in my life always. My husband is retired military, and God put him in my life because I've had health issues, and this man has been with me through everything. But in saying that, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't feel like going out and doing makeup. But what I did notice was that I started watching Leslie Powell's videos and her makeup, and she inspired me. And so probably about January, February, I started getting up and putting on makeup and mimicking her, because you would see her how she puts on her eyeshadow and in the crease, and she's real eloquent in sharing her video tutorials. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try that. So today is my exploration into that. Now, I'm not live, I'm videoing because I want to make sure that I got this thing down right, and I don't know if I will or not, and I don't know who will watch this. I don't know if I'll post it, but I'm trying. That's what I'm going to say. Now, for you to know, yes, I do, I did, I will, I bought into Unique. Now let me tell you before you even say anything, I have always been can you see that? One of my students taught me to do this. I love her. Anyway, Mary Kay. So I sold Mary Kay. Okay, I loved it. I thought it was going to be phenomenal and heal my skin. Then I've always used Clinique. I have a dear friend at the Clinique counter. And so I bought into that. Not through. This is some more Clinique. Estee Lauder, bought into that. Maybelline, L'Oreal, IT Cosmetics, love that one. Now I'm not going to fuss about that one, I do like it. But the one that changed my skin was this one. And this one. And the cream. And the primer. And I'm looking around, I've got all my stuff together, but all of that is what began to change my life. So today we are going to take a journey, and I'm just going to show you, I'm starting from bare minimum, and I'm going to show you what my journey is and what I do. Do I like to get up every day and put on makeup? No, I like to go to the pool. But I do get up every morning, and I do put on my day serum, and I do put on my primer, and I do go out and I do put 50 on my face. Regardless of what I'm doing, 50 goes on my face. Why? Because I have age spots. And guys, this did not come from me being down here for the past 5 years. This came from being 18 and 19 and laying out in the sun with baby oil and putting iodine on. I have a dear friend, her name is Yvonne, and you can ask her. I have always been white blonde and in the sun. That's my game. That's my jig. That's what I do. And I have learned, like if I sit under the camera and I've learned about the age spots. So anyway, enough about me. I don't even know if I said my name, but I think y'all know me. I am Suzi Aileen Gatewood Danoon, and that's the reason I go by Suzi Aileen on Facebook, because 1,000 different students follow me and try to get in on my Instagram. And when you are in the middle of the course of the year, you don't need a bunch of students saying stuff. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my day serum and put on my moisturizer. And this is a gel I've got a double chin, been thin all my life. My daddy was thin, got my mama's arms and my daddy's body. Do y'all see my face highlight and see this red coming up? I have always, two things I have concerned myself with. Two things are my eyes. I inherited the baggy eyes and the redness under my chin. So the first thing that after I put on my moisturizer and my day cream, I go put on my primer. Now Unique's primer is fantastic. It's light and it prepares your skin. And when you're putting it on, it even smells good. But I make sure that I prime my entire face, and that is what you're doing. You're an artist and you're setting a canvas for your makeup to go on. So that's what I'm doing. My whole get up is I do this. I had a dear cousin that was like my sister, and we had always, skinny as whatever or big, but we're always walking around doing this. That is who I am, and God told me to love and accept who I am. So, now, the next thing that I like to do, is I use the liquid makeup. This is the Unique, and it is in chiffon. That's my tint because I have very, very dark skin. When I started using this, I immediately noticed a change in my skin. Now, a lot of people like the, I think it's called the bokeh, or y'all will know, but anyway, a lot of people like that. I just like my simple little makeup brush, and I put it in. And although I have this, I am not one that likes a whole lot of coverage. Now, as you can see, you see that age spot and that age spot? Those bother me. So I make sure that my makeup blends in, and yes, I have the blender that everybody has, but I put this in first. I do every piece of my face. I have my devotions in the background. Okay, so now I've got it on with my makeup, and let me show y'all another tool, because yes, I'm a FabFitFun lover. I love the FabFitFun boxes, and they sent me this thing from Verona Mona. It is a brush cleaner. I do my brush like this. Can you see? Look at that. Brush is clean. And then, because I have a towel in my lap that I use, and I wipe off my brush. But, see, my brush is clean. This is not. That is what I'll have to wash. So I put that back. Alright, so I take my blender. And I blend. Now, one of the biggest things I have learned from my skin, I have a very oily T-zone. And what I like to do, you see, you can still see. So I try to make sure that my makeup covers that. Now, the next thing that I use is it's a cream foundation, and then I use a setting powder. It is called the Beyond Setting Powder. And where's my cream brush? So this is my touch-up. See that? Now, again, all the freckles and everything y'all are seeing, that is from being out in the sun. And I'm like anybody else. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm always worried about, is that showing up? How does that look? Okay, so that's one of my great tools. And then I get, where did I put it? My setting powder. And this is Beyond Powder, and it's from our line. And I'm telling y'all, it's the bomb. I always set my face with my setting powder. I pat my face and I just feel like it sets me. Whoops. The other thing that I have learned, the biggest, what did I do with that top? The biggest, helpfulest, most wonderfulest thing in the world, if that's a word, is and I don't know where it is, my contouring powder. Hang on. Can y'all hear me over there? I'm coming back. It's called my contouring kit, and a lot of the objects that Clinique now have, see? There I am falling back into it. A lot of the bronzing things that you have that you can use through Unique are not available right now. I love my handy dandy go-to. Hey mama. So another joy in my life is my doggies. And she's an old blindie. Say, I'm blind, but I'm precious. So this is my bronzing palette. Guys, I love my bronzing palette. It's got my highlighter. my low liner. I do this on my cheeks when summer's coming out. This is cream right here. This is shade. This is sculpting, stunner, strobe. It's fantastic. It's by Tartist. And yes, I use that. So you use what makes you feel good about you, not just, you don't have to use everything that I use. But anyway, that's what, so I take my, this is my makeup brush, and it's for my blush. I use it for my blush. It's a cheek blender, and I use it for my sculpting. So, see how I do that? My definition on my cheeks is what makes my face. This is the biggest thing for me, is I contour. I'll never forget, I was sitting in the cafeteria with a teacher, and I had just learned how to contour. This has probably been 15 years ago, before contouring became popular. And I had been at home playing in makeup, and I thought, I've got to do something about that double chin. And she said, Susie, you got stuff right there. It was so funny. And I was like, can you rub it in? So you see how dark it is? Then I take my handy dandy cleaner, clean it. And I take my blending brush, which is like your kabuki, and I blend. So if I was live, I would be talking to y'all and I'd be seeing your questions pop up. See how good that looks? I went to the eye doctor the other day. It was so funny. It's the first day that I really felt confident to start doing my eye makeup. And she goes, you got too much eye makeup on. It was so funny, y'all. It was hysterical. I had to laugh, and I was like, ooh, yeah, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. It was a treat. So I take this brush, and I go back to my palette. See, and I highlight, and I highlight up there. Now, I noticed the other day that my gal that I love and watch has been taking a blending brush and even highlighting. See, I don't have big lips. I don't have good lips. My lips are receding, but I refuse to go get, listen, I'm a diabetic. That's one of my health conditions, and I do enough needles, so I'm not going to get needles in my lips. Now, could that change next year? Yes. Could my eyes bother me? Yes. And could I want to go do it? Yes. But for right now, no, I'm not doing it. So, that gives more definition to your lips. Whoops. Got to look in at that mirror too. The other thing y'all will know is that I wear glasses and contacts, and right now it's dry allergy season, and I haven't been able to get them on. So I've been wearing my glasses, which I will show y'all at the end of the video. Done with this contouring palette for now. I might go back to it, who knows. Let me put that up there. Okay, so the next thing that I go for is my cheek blush. And this is, again, by Unique. And I love it, and it's a highlighter. I was listening last night. It's a highlighter, but it's in a peachy color. And it just gives you a peach texture. I look like a little chipmunk. See that? Now, I haven't used any concealer today. I used the Unique concealer. I usually put concealer on under my eyes, but I've been taking medicine, and the medicine right here is on my eyes, so I can't use my concealer. But girlfriend, concealer's your best friend, and I do the concealer. I usually use some and put it on my nose. It just hides those blemishes. Oh heck, I done it now. See, that's where my glasses go usually. I shouldn't do this. Y'all just heard me. I don't know if I'll post this or not. My eye doctor see it and be saying something to me. What'd you do, Susie? Why'd you do that? Okay, so the next thing that I like to do, and you can do, I was thinking last night, I need to do this in this order and this in this order. And then I thought, heck, to each his own. Everybody can do it the way they like to do it. You don't have to do it like me, and I don't have to do it like you. And what did I do with it? So I get out I'll brush them up. I'm very particular. And I need to post a picture of Breland's eyes, because dang, she got some good brows. Now, this is the thing. When my generation was coming through, everybody was plucking them eyebrows. Susie DeNoon did not do it. I've always had my eyebrows have always arched. This has been a natural arch. And I've always thought my eyes were one of my best features because of my eyebrows. So, I have the eyebrow pencil, and I love it. It's an all-natural color, but I have to go with blonde, because the blonde, for me, is light. And Breland starts with a beautiful line. Like, she comes down here, but I just do not overpluck my eyebrows. I'm picky about them. But her eyebrows are on fleek, as our teenagers say. Then, what did I do with my brush? I got everything, I set everything up to start talking to y'all this morning, and laid stuff in my lap and everything else. So I don't know what I just did with my eyebrow brush. I go back and I brush them. They wash it, they wash it, they wash it. My son and his friends used to say that in high school, and I would come home and laugh about it. See, I always have that diamond. That's my signature look. So then I take eyebrow gel, which for me seals them, because I find during the day I mess with my hair as a teacher, and I seal my eyebrows in. You good to go? Everybody with me so far? Okay, so I'm talking to a live audience. Any questions? Best coffee in the world. So we've done our cheeks. I'm Gucci with that. The next thing that I do is I put on my eye primer. Again, this is Moonstruck Unique. I'm trying to show products as I use them. And oh, let me go back to the, here is my my blush. Sorry, I meant to show that to y'all. And it's in Sweet. Can you see that? I don't know if Mariah's watching me, but Mariah, there's it is. Okay. So I put on primer, and this, ladies, you gotta do it. If you don't want to do it, use a little bit of concealer. I do that too. But I have learned that since doing this, dag if my eyeshadow doesn't stay. And the other thing I've learned, I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but setting spray. Because I would go to hug a student, or that come up and congratulate me and have on a sports shirt. I used to coach volleyball. That come up and congratulate me, and they'd have on a white shirt, and they'd walk away and my makeup would be on there, and that was the most embarrassing thing to me. So I went through this thing where I was really conscious of that. Alright, so after doing that, I'm cleaning a brush here. After doing all of that, I go to my eyeshadow, and I'm a pinky person. No matter what anybody says, pinky, purple, blue. So here I am. This is usually my base, and I love this. This is Unique's Dauntless. That's one of my favorites, and there's so many. I love SaSsy. I'm not a green person, but today this is fancy. And this one is Crafty. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my crease brush. Now you use your fluffy, Unique crease brush. I'm doing this 24/7, guys, because I feel like I'm not set with my powder. And anyway, it makes me feel better. So my first thing that I'm going to do is use my Dauntless. Well, I think I'm going to use my Blossom. So you come in on your crease and you do your windshield wiper. Back and forth. So this is your transition color. And this is my Dauntless. Dauntless. See that? It sways back and forth. And, you know, just a plug for Arbonne. Arbonne has the best an animal activist, no animal testing. So again, you start with your crease, it's your transition. Swish, 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 swish. Right there. You really go back and forth, substantiate it going on, making sure. So I really make sure that I use that, and then I clean my brush. You always have, guys, the best thing to do is to get a brush cleaner and clean your brush. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Dauntless. No, I'm going to use my Petal. I'm looking at a palette, and that's going to be my eyelid color. So that, again, Dauntless. Is that what I use? No. Suzi Talk. Blossom. There you go. And then my Dauntless. And Petal. So can y'all see it? Does it show definition? I'm very, very much centered on making sure that my eyes look good, because that's what people see first. So then I'm going to go with, where's my little purple? My Crafty. This is a touch of my purple. Because I'm an older woman, I see these girls. Now, I might do it if I'm going out socially somewhere, but I try not to put on a heavy makeup for the daytime because it just shows, it stands out. So this goes in my corner, and then I swirl it about. So in my corner, in my V, and this is Crafty, corner in my V, and then I drag it across. V, and drag it across. And I go back and touch up. What do y'all think? You like it? And then lastly, I have a highlighting powder. It's Gentle Light Powder. And this came from my highlighting. And that is what I use to highlight up here at my eyebrow. And I blend it. See, I'm a perfectionist, so if I get it out of line, I go back and I fix it. And then I tip my nose with it like my Cupid's bow. And you know, I love seeing my students come to school and have on some highlight, and I'll say, your highlight looks gorgeous. And they just preen. Well, thank you, Ms. Danu. I have to laugh. Now, my palette, let me show y'all something else, because I'm not doing a big old kickoff. I love this palette from Arbonne. And this is from my daughter's line. It's the Cherry Blossom. It's all in the eyes. And I'm going to tell you, it's the bomb.com. And I've loved it. I use that along with my Unique products. And I go back and I touch up. Now, so my final, well, it's not my final, but one of my things to do is, I gotta go back. I don't see much definition on those cheeks. So I always get my eyeliner pencil. I'm fanatic about keeping my brushes all clean. Now this is my tapered blusher brush, and this is what I use through Unique. And that's what I put on my foundations with, and my blushing and things. So I take, usually I might, if I'm using a purple on my eyes, I'll eyeline my eyes in purple. If I'm using a blue on my eyes, I'll eyeline my eyes in blue. Today I'm gonna line my eyes in a purplish brown color, and it's incredible. So I come out from the corner of my eye, Ooh, that's a heavy dark line. The Noon don't do that much. Now, this is one thing, I don't know who might do it and who might not do it. I go back to my colors, and whatever I use is my base right here. I go back and I put it on underneath my eye. I don't put any inside my rim because I'm, again, a contact lens wearer. Now, if I was 30 years old, I might. This, to me, is a dry setter. You see that? And what I do after that is I go back with my pencil and lightly rim under my eye. See how much that changes your face and what it does for you? I have to have some type of definition on my eyes. My eyes are my main quality, I think. So after I get through, I'm looking for my, those are my lip liners, which I'll show y'all that in just a minute. I'm looking for my dang mascara. And my primer. So I do use my primer from, I do my eyelash primer from Unique. And this is what sets my eyelashes off. I gotta go over here for a minute. So this is primer, and I use it like clockwork. It's healthy for your eyes. And then where's my Unique stuff for my eyes? Where is that bad boy? There I go again. See what I do while I'm looking for stuff? I always do that. So I put my eyeliner on. I did my primer. And I come back. And I use my 4D Fiber Mascara. I'm really picky about my eyes. Now, I know y'all see it coming in there. I get a Q-tip and I clean it up. Look how long my eyelashes are. That's God's gift. But I make sure I treat my eyelashes with respect. And then I've got, that's what I'm looking for. You guys, this This is the bomb. It's Moodstruck Esteem Lash Serum. I started using this probably about a year ago. And I even used it on my brows because my brows looked like they needed help. And I'm telling you, so that be it, my friends. Now, it's not heavy duty looking, which is fine for me. I'm trying to look at all these different colors I got. So my final thing that I do is I come back in here. Ooh, y'all got to see the dang SaSsy Splash. I love the unique lipstick. So I take my pen, I line outside. This is what gives me my my lips, not some injection. But now I keep my lipstick on all day long. I was little, and I used to look at my mom and like, why has she got that dang lipstick on? So I love, love, love Unique's lipsticks. Successful is a beautiful lipstick, but it's out of stock right now and I can't get it. So I have been using Subtle, which is a rosy color. It's Splash lipstick. It's gorgeous. And I put this on last night and wore it. And noticed that I didn't have to reapply. What you think? Now, the last thing that I do is I take my I love this. I never thought I would love it, y'all, but I do. I take my setting spray and I refresh my face. And it sets me. So let's recap. Let's talk about what we did today. Now, like again, my beauty, you might not do what I do. But what I start out doing is I use my moisturizer, my day serum, my moisturizer, and then I put on my primer. And the Unique primer is fantastic. It is right here, if you can see it. And it sets your face. It's what helps you. Then I use the liquid makeup, which is chiffon. It's fantastic, but it's good for my color. And then after doing that, I put on the Behold setting powder. And I use that. We contoured. And then I went back and I used my, I laid everything up here. I touched up my face with my In Touch, which I love. Now, you guys might not like it. Eye primer. If you don't like it, then we try something else. But this is the bomb.com with blush. So, and then I put on my highlighter, which I have a highlighting powder. But you can also use, it's gorgeous, and you can use your, which one am I looking for? Your Dauntless is a highlighter. You can get a creamy, there's several different things. After that, you get it all blended in together. Then you start with your eyeshadow. We used, in the transition, I used my, I have to go back to my dang colors. Use my whatever I used, y'all heard me. We'll get better at this. Then I use my transition. Then I put on my enhance right here. I came back and I used some of my purple that I love, Crafty, in my outer, and drove it across. And then I used Dauntless up here at the top, and I tipped on my nose and just touched myself up. After that, I put on my mascara, my 4D. I line my eyes with my beautiful brown eyeliner because I like brown and it doesn't stand out. And then I use my Behold setting spray. So this is my first ever makeup tutorial. I gotta remember to look up there in the camera, but I'm looking at myself putting on my makeup. Just let me know what you think. Drop me a line. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not anybody great. I'm just trying this thing out and seeing how it's doing on me. And if you would like me to go live, we might consider it. And I might even take you to the beach, but let me know what you think. SaSsy Suzi out. Have a great and blessed day. Let God into your life and let Him guide you.